Well, Rich, another test this weekend in the FA Women's National League Cup against Gwalia. What's your thoughts going into that game?
I think it'll be a tough test. I think they're from the league above, so they're a good side. We faced them in the first game of pre-season, which was very early. We hadn't really even trained, but we were very competitive with them. But they'll be a typical Welsh side in as much as they'll be very combative. They'll be hard working, and I've seen footage of them. They'll be really compact, and they've got some real pace and aggression within their team. So it'd be a really good, difficult test for our group.
As you mentioned there, they're a team you're familiar with already. You played them in last year's Women's FA Cup and you played them at the start of pre-season, so a team you're very familiar with.
Yeah, so very familiar with them. They're not within our league, so we don't follow them particularly closely, but we played them in the FA Cup last year. We've had a pre-season game within them, with them. And also as well, I do think that, they'd have, since pre-season, they've had some players come in and they've settled down a little bit, and they're obviously playing regularly at Tier 3, so they're going to be facing good quality teams on a regular basis and having to cope with that. So we have to bear that in mind.
A new League Cup format which has given you an opportunity to get players up to fitness, players that haven't had as many league minutes as well, been able to play in this competition. So the new format, how are you finding it as a team so far?
I think it's been really useful for us so far this season. Like you say, it's enabled us to rotate the squad round, and more importantly, it's enabled us to work on different shape as well. And I think that we used that for a period of time in the game on Sunday within the league, and so it's just helping with the understanding for the players to have more games, to be able to practice those things and understand the benefits and the weaknesses of both shapes and how we can use them dependent on the opposition and the circumstances.
A Tier 3 side, so an opportunity for your side to show them what you can do as a group of players. So what are you expecting from Gwalia, and what can your team do to thwart them?
Yeah, I'm expecting a team that are really kind of compact, aggressive. They've got pace within their team. They're very hard working. They're used to working at a high intensity. They've had a fairly successful start to Tier 3, and so we're just. I think it's an opportunity to put down a marker, really, to test ourselves at the level in the league that we want to be in. And it's good preparation for games against the top teams. But there's a number of our players have played in Tier 3 and have played against them within Tier 3. So nobody within our group, I don't think, will be sort of scared of the situation or the opportunity. It's more an opportunity for us to have a go, and there's nothing for us to lose, really. I don't think. It's just an opportunity for us to stretch ourselves and push ourselves.
When we spoke last week, you had 2 injury concerns, I think, with Helena Diaz-Butcher getting assessed last week, and you're still awaiting for an assessment on Tizzy Russell-Cartwright. So what are the latest with those 2 players? Yeah,
Lanes will train tonight, which is positive. She seems fine now, and Tizzy will get assessed this evening with a view, I think, probably to start training next week.
One player that you missed last week through suspension was Gypsy Vivash, so it must be good to get her back within the group and ahead of selection on Sunday as well.
Yeah, I think Gypsy was, obviously fuming about getting sent off in the circumstances, and then, when she come to reflect on it, fuming on the fact that it means that she misses a game. So, I expect to see a fired up Gypsy ready to go.
Just want to talk about next Sunday. Obviously, you've just had the Adobe Women's FA Cup draw where you'll face Plimpton. I know you're looking ahead to all eyes on this Sunday's Cup game, but just looking ahead to the following Sunday, your thoughts on that draw? Yeah,
with the Women's FA Cup draw last season wasn't particularly kind to us, and we got a Tier 3 team in the first round proper. With this group, I think we're quite optimistic that we could put a decent FA Cup run together, and that's exciting for the group, and for me it's important as well for the club because financially there are some benefits to doing that. So it's something that we're all eyes are on the draw. The draw, I would say, has been pretty kind to us in the respect of that we've drawn a team from a couple of leagues, from County League, sort of below. But along with that is it's a long journey down to Plymouth again, which causes its own sort of issues but I do think that it will give an opportunity for some of our younger players to perhaps get their first go in the Women's FA Cup, and that's always exciting for them and exciting for us as coaches.